Welcome to this exciting episode where we see me cock up my first carbon infusion brilliantly. I make pretty much every mistake. So while you watch me getting excited about a cardboard box of stuff, remember, this was a prototype. This was expected to go wrong. And the great thing about prototypes is you can learn from your mistakes. Boy, did I do a lot of learning. Anyway, on with the film. Basically, I want to make something like this cardboard, but out of carbon fibre. So 2 flat bits with a step between it. First thing I need is a mould with 2 flat bits, a step between it. Fortunately, I've got a glass mould. Nothing sticks to glass. It'll be really easy. And I put a fit of wax down there to make sure the curves on the corners, everything's going to go perfectly. Make sure you do this work in a nice warm room. Nope, 9 degrees is not warm enough. Cut out a paper template to make the carbon the right size, taped it down. Yep, that's a mistake, it pulls the fabric apart. So my layup stack is going to be a 212 carbon fibre, the Soric 212 carbon fibre. I've got some tape on the left edge, which I'm going to put right the way around the edges so the Soric doesn't stick out the sides. Watch out, this stuff frays really easy. The composite stack's now on the mould and the tack tape is down outside. I even spotted in advance my mistake. The carbon fibre is too close to that tack tape. So when I lay the peel ply over the top, I remedy that. So here it is with the mesh over the top, the spiral feed. Tack tape's got some pleats in there to help with the vacuum bagging. Let's go to the fun of the vacuum leaks. So this was the first vacuum test. You can tell from the cheery note of my voice when I still heard a vacuum hiss. That changed.
Oh, I can hear some hissing here.
I probably spent an hour chasing this vacuum leak. I put more and more tacky tape around stuff. I doubled up on the edges. I even took the whole envelope off, double tacked around outside and relayed it from scratch to get rid of it. Every time the valve just drops away when you turn off the pump. It drives me absolutely crazy. Eventually, I worked out what it was. The bloody mould itself was leaking. That wax seal I put across the bottom between the glass and the MDF, that wasn't holding air. And that's where the bloody leak was. You might be wondering why I'm now pouring resin if we've just said the mould leaks. Well, I figure if I get the resin into the carbon somehow or other and just leave it to go off, that's basically a wet lay. It doesn't sound any better now, but listen to me then, how tired and weary I was when I tried to explain it to myself.
Okay, so we know the resin infusion won't work, but we're going to use infusion to get the resin into the carbon to do the wet layup. Yeah, you know when you're following down the path of the mistake, you should turn around. Let's carry on regardless. Okay, so resin, vacuum, pump, leak. Nothing for it. Let's watch it go. Let's hope there's easier for the resin. Oh, hey, there it goes. You can see it advancing. This is real time at the moment.
And here are the bubbles in the corner of the mould. Bastard bollocks and bastard bubbles. Anyway, let's skip forward. We've done the infusion. We've left it overnight, blah, blah, blah. New morning, new adventure. Things don't get better. Carbon's sort of set, but it's tacky on the surface. So we build an oven.
And there we have the DS911 autoclave. I think this is the same model that Koenigsegg used, but I don't think they showed it in their videos. Anyway, heater, insulation, and then there's carbon fibre.
Forget how it looks, the main thing is it works. It's 11.5 degrees outside, and in the oven, we've got 40 degrees. I said 40 degrees.
Well, I've taken the oven down, going to debag it. I thought you'd want to be here for that exciting moment.
Yeah, debagging is so fucking thrilling. I fast forwarded through it.
A few wedges. Oh. That one's going under. not sure the carbon fibre should be bending like that.
I thought I'd leave that bit in me sounding happily surprised something seemed to be working. Don't worry, it didn't last. It took me bloody hours to get the thing off. Ended up having to nuke it from space.
And with one ping, it's free. How long did it take? Well, let's just say the battery's flat on the phone, which is why you can't see it being released for real. Mixture of tools, mostly that to get the edges lifted, big wedges to get under it, hammer to push them under further, and once they're disappeared under there, chisel on the end of them to pop it up, and then it popped free. Right, I'm going to trim the carbon fibre and continue the theme of ignoring good advice. So use a good Dremel, I'm going to use an angle grinder, and I'm going to do it outside in the dark. But I will be wearing a breathing mask. Well, first cut went okay. Just put the blue tape to minimise splinter, but seems to have worked. You can see how rough that surface is there, but you know what? That's not bad. It's not too bad. A few bubbles. More importantly, I think it'll work. So I'm going to cut this video here because next one's going to be putting this onto the wing. And sneak preview, I've got the beginning of the wing anyway. So there's going to be a video about how I made that and all the crap that led up to that. And I'll probably include fitting that, which might even have a bit of headlight in it. So like, subscribe and all that fun and games.